Hi, I'm Ben Murch, Creative Director at Pachang, the makers of Warhammer Quest 2 The End Times. The game is out now on Apple and Android devices, and today we'll be looking at what goes into making something like this. From initial concepts right the way through to creating those finished assets. So sit back and enjoy. The first step is to figure out how the game will look and what your limits are. Characters and environments are made of polygons, and we need to find out just how many the game can comfortably use. This is the very first scene we produced. It's not final quality, but ran okay on lower end devices, and so gave us an idea of those art budgets. We also tested a process to see if the room could look different just by changing the lighting and textures. A similar method was ultimately used in the final game. The other design areas we address in these early stages are scale and how rooms fit together. We use a process called whiteboxing, which allows us to quickly test ideas. With a tile-based game, your characters need to be the right size for the environment and look an appropriate scale when stood next to each other. If you get this wrong, they may stand too close or far apart and throw the whole scene off. Next, we need to put these rooms together to make a dungeon. This is the early version of our dungeon manager. You can see each room has a footprint, which contains all the data needed to stitch them together. Once the footprint has been created, the artwork is layered on top and you get your dungeon. We use a similar white box process for other parts of the game. The animated towns went through several iterations of size, animation and artwork to get the finished article. Our characters begin life as super high polygon models. This allows our artists to put all sorts of details in. Once finished, the model is put through a baking process which reduces the polygons to something our game can handle. The final step is to add colour and materials before handing over to animation. And then all of these finished characters and environments get put together into the final game, which looks like this. So we've been sent questions from players, and the most popular is definitely what are you doing next? So first of all, we're continuing to support the game with tweaks and fixes, adding requested features that make the overall game better. Second, we're working on new game modes and our next platform, which will be PC. And thirdly, there's this guy. We hope you've enjoyed this look behind the scenes on Warhammer Quest 2 The End Times. For all the latest news, follow us on Twitter at PachangRUs and sign up to our newsletter via our website. Until next time, good adventuring.